Now, just about any recipe you would use with salmon can be used with steelhead, stuffed and baked, barbecued or broiled. But perhaps the most popular method is to smoke a steelhead. Die-hard angler and accomplished cook Steve Huffaker shows us a simple and delicious way to prepare a steelhead for smoking.
Most classic recipes call for, so much salt and so much spices and everything else in a big bucket of water, and then you soak the fish in water. I hate to do that with salmon or steelhead because the water doesn't do anything for the whole process. So I use a dry brining process. The basic ingredients are light brown sugar and salt. And then you can spice it up however you want, and you can vary the amount of sugar and salt to your taste. But anywhere from 3 cups of sugar to 1 cup of salt down to 1 and 1. And it all depends on how much you like sugar and how much you like salt. And then the 2 basic spices I use are clove, ground clove, and white pepper. Cup of brown sugar, if you didn't write it down the first time, cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of salt, and a ½ teaspoon each of ground clove and white pepper. And then just mix that up good. Try to get the fish as dried off as you can get them. And then I stole one of my wife's Tupperware goodies. You just put the pieces of fish in layers, layer it in here. And cover it liberally with the spice mix. The drier the fish is when it goes into the smoker, the better it seals the moisture in. And what you want when you get done, leave the skin on one side to make sure that the moisture stays in on that side. And on the other side, we'll let this, when we get it out and washed off, we'll let it dry until it forms a pellicle. It gets tacky to the touch. And that way, when you put it in the smoker, it seals over and keeps the moisture inside the fish. So now we'll go to the refrigerator with this, and we'll leave it in there for overnight. Okay, so now we've marinated these puppies overnight in the dry brine, and we'll let them soak in their own juice. And now it's important to rinse these off as well as you can. You want to get all the sugar and salt off of them, and the spices will kind of stick to the fillet. And we'll rinse them thoroughly. Okay. Then we'll get them on here. If you've got a nice breezy place, you sit them there with a little air circulating around them, and that'll let them seal over. Okay, and then we've got them all on the racks. Let's see if we can get them on here without a crash. All we got to do now is pop them in the smoker and wait till morning. Okay, now we're ready for the coup de grace. Get them in the smoker. Down in there. This old nasty lid on it. Keep the smoke in. Put a fresh batch of alderwood chips. You can use alder, you can use cherry, you can use apple, whatever your preference is, and they all have a little bit different flavor. Now we get to see how we did. This is the funnest part of the whole deal. Oh yeah. See the The glaze made the outside fairly tough and sealed it. The skin held the other side, and inside it's very tender. The oil is still there, it's moist. Yeah, we'll take it.